Welcome back to the Michigan Business Beat on Michigan Business Network. Jeffrey Mosher sitting in for Chris Holman on the road, recording remotely, as we all are tended to do so these days. This time around, I'm reaching out to the Lansing area, and Dennie Hilliard is a senior account manager for DBI, new business development at DBI Business Interiors. Dennie, welcome to the Michigan Business Beat.
Thanks, Jeffrey. Appreciate it very much. It's a pleasure.
Tremendous. And this would be a perfect time to reacquaint the Michigan business community with DBI. So go ahead and share all about it.
Well, I've been with DBI since the beginning. It was basically we started off just in the supply business, and then we left a company that we were that I was more of a furniture specialist. But when we started DBI with two owners, Bob Setter and Jim Slager, we kind of brought our talents to them, and they were both come from the furniture industry, and we had a really well developed supply business, excuse me, because we were already established there. So we started off, we hit the ground running. We did first business, that first year of business was exceptional, and they were very happy that they got in the supply business. Then obviously my particular specialty is furniture and contract furniture, and that's where my focus has been for the last 34 years. So we're an incredible business that does very well in all facets. You know, we happen to be one of the largest independent office products company still holding on, not only in the state, but I'd have to say in the country. The mix of furniture and supplies, and also things like PPE and cleaning supplies and all of that entails. Has really the benefit is, especially in these times. We were like everybody else when the pandemic hit. We weren't sure what was going to happen. Originally, it looked like it was going to be a 2-week vacation, and obviously that grew into a year. But along the time, we really evolved. We got scrappy, and it was pretty interesting to see how some doors opened up.
Excellent. So I'd love you to drill down, kind of give some folks the insight on your role as a new business development individual with DBI Business Interiors.
Jeffrey, I'd like to, that norm has changed in the last 12, 13, what has been now 13, 14 months.
Yeah.
It's when the pandemic hit, and I would say the 17th is when we were called home. We were actually sent home. It looked like I said, it was going to be a 2-week vacation. We weren't sure what was going to happen. Then literally every day the news changed, and like everybody else was worrying about their business. We reached out to our clients, and they were as uncertain as we were. I think everybody was looking at the April 1st date to get back to work, and this was going to blow over. So right now, new business development really is more of just holding on to what we have, being a service to our clients, making ourselves available, because a lot of my clients are saying, we're not quite sure what this is all going to look like when we go back. And in some cases, if we go back, and in other cases, it's how many of us come back. So
yeah,
we are starting to see new business opportunities. It's really going to be a combination of when we fully get back, how that's all going to look. It sounds scattered, but literally the news changes every day, and we're sitting waiting. We can't be in the office completely. and it's been a difficult ride, but we're holding on.
Fair enough. That sounds probably much like what a lot of other businesses across Michigan had to do to pivot for the pandemic, and how they're adapting as we try to reemerge from it. Real briefly, in our last minute together, what other aspects of your role or your company would be something that perhaps the Michigan business community might not naturally think of when they think of office supplies or office interiors?
I would say one, we have an incredible design department. I think when you look at it, we have 14 designers, and right now the biggest demand we're getting is when we come back, we're going to need help with our reconfigurations. We're going to need to know how we can change and evolve and make our workplace safer. I think that it's always a surprise to see how sophisticated our design department is.
Perfect. Well, that sums it up, and 6 minutes is only 6 minutes, but we thank you so much for the update. We love getting different voices and different perspectives on DBI, a fine partner of MBN here. And well, thank you so much for stepping up in April of 2021.
Well, thank you so much. It's a pleasure, and we're honored that you would present DBI. Thank
Excellent.
you so much.
Once again, we've been speaking with Dennie Hilliard, Senior Account Manager for DBI and New Business Development at DBI Business Interiors. They are in Lansing, but serving many locations across the state. We'll be back with more on Michigan Business Beat on Michigan Business Network.